Hey guys, it's me. I'm back for another video. And unless I check my phone right now to find out exactly where I'm at as far as days are concerned, I wouldn't have a fucking clue. I wouldn't have a clue what day we're on. But all I do know is that just for today, as they like to say in the world of AA and whoever is trying to convince someone to stop drinking, or at least give them tips on how to stop, because really, there is no magic cure. It's inside of you to make that decision. And from experience, putting yourself into environments like Alcoholics Anonymous or rehabilitation programs, they may give you an opportunity to get through those first, week, couple of weeks, 30 days, whatever it may be, just to give yourself a chance to be able to think straight enough to make a reasonable decision. But in my experience, that hasn't actually helped, and I've always gone back to it, and it's always been a conscious decision, whether you want to stop or not, whether you're ready to or not. And at this point, I think it's day 26, so we are creeping up to day 30 once again, and I feel extremely proud of that. I feel good about that, and I've completely lost track of days. So what that means to me is that I'm on a good track. You know what I mean? I'm not scraping through by way of counting days. The counting of the days has gone to the wayside now. It's more so just a new sort of way of living, a new way of life without alcohol. But I do think I'm at day 26. So I thought it was about time I checked in. I say I'm feeling good, but I'm actually not. I feel like I've been sick. I've been sick for a couple of weeks now, and the symptoms have morphed from what would, be like a normal cold. And then when I was traveling back from Thailand, it was like at the maximum peak fucking symptoms. My heart rate wouldn't go under 80 beats per minute. I didn't sleep for a day and a half. I felt like absolute shit. That was about a week and a half ago now. Today's Monday. And on Thursday, I felt like it was clearing up. And then come the weekend, the symptoms shifted to the side of my head. And what I think's happened is it's gone from like your average everyday cold into somewhat of a sinus infection. And what that's meant is that sleep has been hard to come by. And I've had to finally resort to painkillers. Very minor, painkillers. I don't really get sick, right? So taking painkillers never really enters into my brain, but due to the fact that the pain in the side of my head with the sinus infection just got so bad. I was rolling around in bed thinking, fuck this, this is worse than a hangover. And so I got up and I took some painkillers and I managed to get back to sleep, but it's been like that the last couple of nights. And today I'm 3 days into my new job, and it's been intense training the entire time. And I got to give myself a pat on the back for getting through it. Monday to Wednesday I had off. I pushed the start date back to Thursday. I've worked Thursday, Friday, and then I worked another shift in my casual job on Sunday, taking calls for Ladbrokes, and then I've gone back today and started the new week at work. But it hasn't been easy, man. My head, and the side of my head especially, has been fucking pounding. So I'm getting through it. I feel let down. I feel let down by my body. Mentally, I've been able to stay strong and keep off of alcohol and drugs. But physically, my body has fucking let me down big time. You know what I mean? Because all I want, if you had asked me 26 days ago how I thought I'd be feeling 26 days into quitting alcohol and almost a couple of weeks into quitting weed, I would have thought, fuck, I'll be, if I can, if I can do that, that means that I've committed to it, and I should be waking up feeling fucking fantastic. And Unfortunately, I'm not right now. So I do feel really let down by my body. As much as I make a joke out of it, it's fucking true. I really want my body to come to the party and help. But in saying that, a big trigger for me to begin drinking again has always been once I feel good, right? Once I feel good again. So maybe the fact that I've remained sick over the last couple of weeks has got me from day 12 to now day 26, and I haven't really had the cravings for alcohol because I felt so shit, and I've been working through this sickness, and it's like, the last thing I'd want to do is to introduce alcohol into my system and get a hangover on top of that. And so the fact that I haven't been waking up feeling sweet and feeling really capable has probably worked in my favor, in that I haven't really considered drinking alcohol. So those are some thoughts on day 26 of quitting alcohol forever. I got offered a glass of wine on Friday at work. That's what they do on Fridays. They finish an hour early, which I'll take. I'll take an hour early, but I won't take the wine. And I said no, and I feel proud of that. I did want it, you know what I mean? Once I knew, once lunchtime passed and I knew we were finishing early and I knew that they were going to bust out the wine, I was kind of looking forward to it. But at that point I was still feeling pretty sick, and I thought, no, I'm going to have to say no. And it's a small team, so they were joking that I didn't pass the test because I didn't have a drink. And little did they know my history with drinking. I mean, I don't know if it's the worst history, but it's my history, and it's pretty fucking bad. It got me into a pretty dark spot, and I don't want to be there ever again. So, conviction is high. Physical fitness and the way that I'm feeling is low, unfortunately. And I don't think I've ever been sick for 2 weeks, ever. Normally it's a week tops. But for whatever reason, man, this thing just does not want to go away, and it has morphed into somewhat of a sinus infection. So I'll be honest, man, right here, right now is probably the best I've felt for the last couple of days, just due to the fact that I don't have any really pounding pain in the side of my face. But I have taken some Panadol, and that'll probably wear off soon, so I'll take some more before bed, and another sleep, another good night's sleep. I have been sleeping really solidly because my body needs it. There's no going to bed at 1, 2 in the morning anymore. It's literally the kids go to bed, and I'm quite happy to jump into bed and chill from about 9 o'clock in the evening. So I've completely changed things around, but I had to, something had to give. And I guess looking back, I am grateful that I was able to lean on weed for the first couple of weeks, but I've taken that out now and I haven't been tempted. But that's also because it's not on offer, and also I'm off social media as well. So any trigger that may have come into my life for alcohol as well as weed, through social media and through scrolling Facebook and Instagram and that type of thing, is just non-existent at the moment. And even YouTube, certain YouTube videos, certain YouTube creators would trigger me, and I've taken that out as well, which has been difficult at times, but obviously rewarding because we're here, almost at 30 days once again. So all I'm hoping for, guys, is, all I'm wishing for is when I go to bed each night is to wake up feeling good, and it just hasn't happened yet. So I'm going to continue praying for that. I'm not religious, but in times like this, I sometimes wish I was. I've just begun releasing the videos on the channel again. It's been a month and a half since I released anything, and I feel good about it. And what a story we have to tell, what a story I've got to tell. And I'm excited about that because I have put the work in and I have made the videos, and I'm kind of disappointed that I haven't made more videos over the last week, but you know, like I said, I've been feeling like shit. I've had my kids to entertain. I've begun a new job, which was stressing the hell out of me, but you know, 3 days in, we're getting there. I'm getting my head around it, and I guess now I'm kind of feeling like I'm settled enough to bring out the camera once again. So thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and in another couple of minutes I will be attempting to create a video around day 11 of quitting weed, and I'm going to try and put my thoughts in order and bring that video to the channel, because that has been a process in itself, and I'll get into that in the next video. So thank you, and I will see you in the next one.